Hello coolers, welcome back to Viva Barca and welcome to the home of everything Barcelona, where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with Neymar, who have made a huge comparison to praise Pedro Gonzalez, saying that he's a mix of those two. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then secondly, talking about Antoine Griezmann situation at Atletico Madrid, as it has been reported that Barcelona are preparing a lawsuit against Atletico Madrid and they are expecting 40 million euros Griezmann payout. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into it, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please make sure to subscribe, turn on the post bell notification so you always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Give the video a like and please watch it right up to the very end. Neymar has recently opened up about various topics in the world of football. During a recent interview with DAZN, while his comments about Lionel Messi's first season at the club have been well documented, the Brazilian has also praised a couple of players from FC Barcelona. One of them was Pedro, with the PSG superstar describing the Spanish international as a classic player. The Barcelona star reminds me of Andres Iniesta, Neymar said. He also went as far as to say that the teenager is a mix of Iniesta and Xavi. Neymar's comment came just a day after Barca's 5-1 rout over Victoria Pleasant, where Pedro emerged as one of the star performers thanks to his technical brilliance and chance creation in the final third of the pitch. Apart from Pedro, Neymar also held his compatriot Rafinha. The Brazilian international had joined Barcelona in a big money move from Leeds United earlier in the summer. Neymar backed the Barcelona star to succeed at Camp Nou, stating that Rafinha is a great player and I think he will enjoy the Champions League. I wish him the best unless he plays against us. Rafinha was included in the squad that faced Victoria Pleasant in the opening Champions League fixture, but he was not used as a substitute as Xavi opted to start with Ousmane Dembele and Ansu Fati, while calling on Ferran Torres later in the game. Rafinha therefore may have to wait a bit before he can make his Champions League debut for his new club. The Brazilian will be itching to play against Bayern Munich in the next Champions League contest, although it would not come as a surprise to see Xavi continue with Fati and Dembele. Pedro, on the other hand, has become one of the mainstays for this Barcelona side. His contributions in the middle of the park could go a long way in dictating the club's fate in both La Liga and the Champions League this season. So it's great to see, former Barca winger and PSG player Neymar appreciating the way the team is going, appreciating players like Pedro and his compatriot Rafinha. Of course, we have incredible talents now in FC Barcelona that we can compete with any big team. We can compete with any big team to win matches. So the game against Bayern on Tuesday is not something that I personally am scared, because I know that our team have the strength to face any big team. So great improvement all around. 4 games in a row won. Of course, the only game that we haven't won was the very first game of the season against Rayo Vallecano, and we've been winning big. Goal difference have not been less than 3 in any of those 4 consecutive wins. That shows you how dangerous Barca is when it comes to attack, how to score goals. We are really good in that. So let's see how the season goes, and let's see. But if these players continue to remain in their game, like remain to be, on top of their game, then the team normally will progress to achieve greater things in the near future. So let's see how it's going to look like when it comes to competing for La Liga and competing for the Champions League. Then moving on to the next story of discussion. According to reports from RAC1, as relayed by Madrid Universal, Barcelona are ready to file a lawsuit against Atletico Madrid over the situation of star forward Antoine Griezmann. The Blaugrana are going to demand that the 40 million euro payment for Griezmann permanent transfer fee should be made immediately by the Rojiblancos. The 31-year-old joined Atletico on loan from Barcelona in the summer of 2021 on a 2-year deal with an obligatory purchase clause worth 40 million euros inserted there. The bone of contention here is that Atletico Madrid believes that the mandatory purchase clause would be activated only if Griezmann plays at least 45 minutes in 50% of the matches he is still available across the 2 seasons. So while the condition was met for the last season, they have been regulating his game time this term so that they can avoid paying the 40 million euro fee. However, Barcelona are arguing that the conditions, were only for the first year of that loan spell, during which Griezmann played at least 45 minutes, well in excess of 50% of the matches he was available for. As sport reports, Barca claimed that Griezmann needed to play for 45 minutes or more in more than 50% of the matches during the first season of his loan as per the deal agreed. The second loan season would not be considered in calculations as it was only a mere extension that was agreed upon and had nothing to do with the mandatory purchase clause. Barcelona are confident that they are in the right in this matter and are demanding a full 40 million payment. Meanwhile, Atletico Madrid are also firm on the stance that the clause would only kick after the second year on loan, and they believe that they are not committing any legal violations. Why the two clubs battle it out over the intricacies of that deal, the player is the one who might end up suffering the most. He has been performing well when called upon this season, but has no prospect of starting a game at the moment. While it does seem unlikely, there is a chance that the situation could affect Griezmann's chances for the FIFA World Cup later this year. So it would be better for all parties involved to resolve the matter at the earliest possible without dragging it out further. If a resolution is not reached, Antoine Griezmann could return to Barcelona next summer with a year left on his contract, and Barcelona would have to carry his 20 million euro per season wages again. Alternatively, there could be a possibility where the two clubs settle for a price lower than the 40 million euros agreed upon for the permanent transfer for the player there. This Griezmann situation is turning to be a different thing. I don't understand. I think if you guys have made a contract and they have signed a clause, it should be clearly written what the clause or what the contract states. How will one party be saying, he should play but 50% for that first season before they pay the money? Then the other one will say, no, it is supposed to be for 2 seasons. What was written? It should be written clearly so that both Atletico and Barca, they should know. I still don't understand why Barca have their own narrative, Atletico have their own narrative. It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense. And now Barca are trying to take them to court because of that. So I can't say who is wrong or who is right. Because Diego Simeone's side is saying that condition of Griezmann playing 45 minutes for at least 50% or more of the matches is for 2 seasons. But Barca are saying that it was initially for the first season. That the second season that Griezmann is still there is just a mere extension that they made. Their initial proposal or their initial agreement was for the last season, which was just 1 season. So Barca think that they are supposed to be paid their 40 million euros for Antoine Griezmann. But Atletico are already insisting that they have not break any rules. They think that they are going in line with the rules. So it's complicated, a very complicated situation as it stands. Let's see how all things will end up. So guys, with that we have come to an end of this episode. Thanks a lot for watching. Until next time, bye bye.